Namaste everyone. This is Itisha Salanki back with my video. So I know you all were waiting for my video, maybe some of you. Okay, so the topic that I have chosen for today is articles. I know few of you may think that this is a very easy topic, but there are few people they think that using articles it a little bit difficult because they get confused where to use a and the. Okay, so in today's topic we will be discussing the basic concepts of articles, where to use a and the, and what are the common mistakes that we have to avoid. I know that few of you are confused where to use these articles, but trust me, by the end of this video you will be very familiar with using articles. Okay, so now beginning with the first and foremost thing that you need to know is that what are the uses of articles? Okay, articles are very small yet very powerful words in English grammar because by using them, we specify or we define whether a noun is specific or non specific, whether a noun is particular or general. Okay, so if someone asks you what are the uses of article, so you can say that articles are words that are used to tell whether a noun is specific or non specific. Is it clear to you all? See, everyone, the first and foremost thing that you need to know is what is the definition of article. So you can say articles are words that modify noun. They tell us whether a noun is specific or non-specific or general. Is it clear? Again, I am repeating it. Articles are words that are used to specify whether a noun is specific or non-specific. Okay. So now moving forward, let me ask you what are the types of article. If I ask you this, many of you will say there are three types of article, a and the. But in reality, there are two types of articles, and we have three articles in English. So the two types of articles are definite and indefinite. Definite articles include the, while as indefinite articles are a and an. Is it clear? There are two types of article, definite, indefinite. Definite includes the, while as indefinite includes a and an. Okay. Now, so the first thing that we have learned is the definition of articles. Articles are words that are used to modify noun, whether it is specific or non-specific or general. And then we learned about the types of articles. There are two types of article, definite and indefinite. Definite article includes the, while as indefinite article includes a and an. So talking about definite article. Definite article is used for specific nouns, something that is particular or something. See, there are mainly two use of definite articles. If we are talking about something that is only one of its kind, for example, we are having so many things, but that one is different, so we will use the for that thing. If we are talking about something that is unique, different, specific, particular, so we will use definite article the. And we will also use definite article the when we are talking about something about which I also know, and about someone to whom I am talking, that person also knows about that. For example, if I am talking about a diary, okay, if I have a diary, okay, and I am talking about the diary, I also know about the diary, the other person also knows about the diary, then I can use the diary. Because, for example, suppose my student gave me a diary, so I can say the diary that you gave me, because I'm talking to the student only. He also knows about the diary, and I also know about the diary. So in this case, when the speaker and the listener both knows about the noun, then we can use the. If I know about the diary, for example, my father has given me a diary and I'm telling this to a student. Yesterday my father gave me the diary. No, I will not say the diary. I will say yesterday my father gifted me a diary. Why I have used a? Because my student doesn't know about which diary I'm talking about. That's a general diary. Okay? But if I'm talking to my student about the diary that he or she has given to me, at that time I can use the diary because the other person also knows about the noun. Okay? So the first use of the is when we are talking about something that is known to both of us. If I'm talking to you about something that you also know and I also know, then at that time I can use the. The second rule. is that we use the when we are talking about something that is one of its kind. For example, the sun, the moon, the earth, the universe. Okay? So when we are talking about a particular, a specific thing, something that is only one, then also we will use the. We can also use the for something about which we have mentioned before. For example, if again I am taking the example of the diary my father gifted me. So, my father gifted me a diary yesterday. I am telling this to my students. So, I will start with yesterday my father gifted me a diary. Okay, here I am saying a diary because now it's at this time it's general. They don't know about which diary I am talking about. Then again, if I will tell about that diary, that the diary that my father gifted me is in blue color. Why I have used the? Because I have already mentioned about the diary before. Now the students also know about the diary. Okay, so something about which, जिसके बारे में हमने पहले मेंशन कर दिया है, समथिंग अबाउट विच वी हैव ऑलरेडी मेंशन, उसके लिए वी कैन यूज द. इज इट क्लियर टू यू ऑल? ओके, so two uses of the, three uses of the we have understood. The first one, when speaker and listener both knows about the noun. Second one, when something is only one. Third one, when we have already mentioned something before, now we are again talking about that. Is it? As I have told you, we use the with the names of river, with the names of mountain ranges, and with the names of countries that are plural in noun. Okay. For example, we don't use the with the India. We can use the with Netherlands. Okay. United Nation. So we use the with the name of countries that are plural. Okay. Now moving forward. Indefinite article include a and an. Indefinite articles are used when we are talking about something in general, something that is non specific, something that is not particular. Okay, we used definite article when something is particular, specific, but we will use non definite articles a and an when we are referring to something non specific, something that is general. So, while using the indefinite articles a and an, many of us get confused where to use a and where to use an. So, students, listen to me carefully. When we are talking about articles, the only thing that we need to keep in our mind is that while we are using indefinite articles, we are focusing on the sound, not on the letter. Uh, while I was teaching in my school, at that time, their students also they thought that it was based on the letter, but no, it is based on the sound. If I'm saying boy, so what I will use? A boy or an boy. It depends on the sound, from which sound the word boy is starting, from which sound it is starting. That matters, not the letter. Not the letter B doesn't matter. The sound of the letter B matters. keep in Keep this in your mind. The mistake, this is the basic mistake that we all made, that while talking about indefinite articles we focus on the letter, whereas we have to focus on the sound. Is it clear? So indefinite articles are used while we are talking about non-specific or general things. So in this there are two types, a and an. A is used with consonant sounds. Consonant sounds, uh, all the alphabets except A, E, I, O, U are known as consonant. So if we get consonant sound, we will use A. If we get consonant sound, again I am repeating this, I am talking about the sound. If we get consonant sound, then we will use A. And if we get vowel sound, we will use N. Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. A, if I give you an example of A, where to use A? I have already told you that when we get consonant sound, we will use A. So see the example, boy. So which article we will use, A or an? We will use A because see, while pronouncing the word boy, we are getting the sound of a consonant, boy, B, and it is a consonant sound. If we are getting a consonant sound, at that time we have to use A. If I give you one example of vowel sound and that apple, so I will use an apple. Why? Because while pronouncing the word apple, I'm getting the sound of a vowel that is A, apple. So that's why we will use an. So students, don't get confused where to use a and where to use an. If we get a consonant sound, boy, hotel, then we will use a. If we get a vowel sound, we will get if we get a vowel sound, we will use an. So this you all have understood. With a consonant sound of boy, we will use a, and with a vowel sound of apple, a, we will use an. Don't get confused. No need to focus on the first letter of any word. Just focus on the sound of that particular word. Now moving forward, there are few exceptional cases. For example, university. If a word is starting with U, and if the U is giving the sound of U, then we have to use A. Don't get confused. University. The university pronunciation is giving the sound of U, year, and it is a consonant. So we will use A. While as talking about umbrella. In umbrella, the U is giving the sound of and that is a vowel sound. So we will use an umbrella. Again, I am repeating, in university, the sound of U is giving a consonant sound. So we will use a, a university, not an university. Don't say an university because it will be wrong. Say a university. Why? Because the U is giving the sound of a consonant. While as talking about umbrella, in umbrella, the U is giving the sound of a, and that is a vowel sound, so we will use an. Easily, if the U is giving the sound of U, year, we will use a, and if the U is giving the sound of a, we will use an. Okay, in H also, if the H is silent, if any word is starting from H and the H is silent, at that time we will use an. For example, honest man. He is a honest man will be wrong. He is an honest man, because the word honest is maybe I know it's starting with H, but see the sound. It's giving the sound of a vowel. That's why we will say an honest man. Now moving forward, till now I hope it's clear. When we are getting the sound of a consonant, we will use a, and when we are getting the sound of a vowel, we will use n. Focus on the sound, not on the letter. Is it clear? Okay, now moving forward. First, I have told you about the basic definition of articles. Then we have learnt about the types and the subtypes, a and the, and where to use. Now we will talk where not to use article. So we will never use with articles with uncountable nouns and with general ideas. For example, with abstract ideas, if I say honesty is best policy. So I can't say the honesty is best policy. No, that will be wrong, because here I am referring to honesty as a general idea. Okay, if I say he was a he was an honest man, so now I can use article with this, but I can't say the honesty is the best policy or a honesty is the best policy. No, that will be wrong. If I say, for example, I say uh, I and my friend, we both were very good friends from childhood. So the love that we shared, so I can say the love that we shared, because here I am referring to a particular love that we both shared. But if I say love is a beautiful feeling, so here I can't use the love is a beautiful feeling, because here I am referring to love as a general idea. But if I say the love that I and my sister share is very beautiful, here I can use the, because here I am talking about a particular love that we had, not referring to a general love. If we are referring to anything that is in general, we will not use the. If we are referring to it as a particular thing, then we can use the. So students, I hope it's clear in your mind now. Articles are words that modify noun, whether it is a specific or non-specific. Two types of article: definite, indefinite. Definite includes the, while as indefinite includes a and an. Now, definite articles are used for specific and particular nouns, whereas indefinite articles are used for non-specific and general nouns. Definite article the is used when the speaker and the listener both knows about it. When we are talking about something that is only one, and when we are talking about something that is already mentioned before. The is used with the names of rivers, mountain ranges, countries that are plural. And The is not used with the names of with proper nouns. We never use the with proper nouns. You have tried to cover everything that is necessary in this video. For example, the definition, the types, and the common mistakes that we make. For example, the mistakes that we make while using indefinite articles a and an, because we focus on the letter, we don't focus on the sound, but we have to focus on the sound. So after that, I have told where not to use articles. We don't use articles with subject names, with meals, and with sports. You can't say a cricket. Okay, so where not to use articles? With sports, with meals, and with, tell me, with meals, with sports, and with subjects. We never use articles. We use indefinite articles with general things and with professions and diseases. We use definite article though with something that is one of its kind, something for that is already known to us, and names of river, mountain ranges. Okay, so I hope that I have you all have understood what I wanted to tell you. Don't do those common mistakes, the mistake of using a with and with university. If I'm talking about university, if you are referring to a particular university, then you can use the University of California. But if we are talking about general university, we are just saying, then we will use a university, not an university, because the u is giving the sound of u here, that is a consonant. Okay, so if the u is giving a consonant sound, you will use a. If the u is giving the vowel sound then we will use an. I hope so that you have liked this video. I have tried my best. If you have any doubt in articles after watching this video also, you can comment down below. I will solve your doubts and queries. So don't worry, I am there to help you. So if I have made any mistake, you can also correct that. And I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. Spread love and positivity.